Hi, guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be giving you my Season 1 review for the new excellent animated series that dropped a few days ago this past Friday on Netflix. The new spin-off of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous has now appeared in the form of Jurassic World Chaos Theory. That's right, it's been a couple years since the events of Camp Cretaceous. The kids are all little bit older now, college aged, I believe, and I have a brand new story to tell us. Now, before I get into all of that, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, as I will be recapping the entire first season, so all 10 episodes that dropped this past Friday on Netflix. I will be covering and talking about spoilers from all 10 episodes are scattered throughout this video. So if you're currently watching Chaos Theory and you haven't finished it yet, either watch this video with extreme caution or don't watch it at all for fear of spoilers. So spoiler warning is issued. You've been warned. Let's get right back into it. I was rather busy this weekend. I was pet and house sitting for some friends, but I took advantage of the time to binge Chaos Theory all day Saturday. I didn't have my equipment with me, so I couldn't do my review right away, which is why I'm doing it right now, because this weekend was very full and a lot was going on, and I was quite busy, which is why I'm bringing you my review a few days late, so I do apologize for that. Thank you for being patient with me. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved how it was darker, a bit more mature, and the stakes were raised really high because, this isn't some family-friendly adventure that Camp Cretaceous was in the vein of being. This is like, oh, the stakes are high. There are people out there, dark forces out there that are trying to kill us using dinosaurs. Like, they are willing to use vicious dinosaurs to murder people, and in this case, to murder the Nublar Six. And I'm like, damn, that is pretty high stakes for what looks like an animated children's show. I don't think it's necessarily for kids. It's a story featuring kids, but I think this is for kids that are slightly older, not too young, just given the darker and more mature content of the show. And, you got like the little love triangle going on between Kenji, Brooklyn, and Darius. Although it wasn't much of a triangle because Kenji had no idea. And Darius, of course, opened his heart up to Brooklyn, but unfortunately she didn't feel about him the same way he did about her. And the show did what I can only imagine is what a lot of shows do. That girls do not go for the dino nerds, which is what Darius is. In fact, it's one of my many complaints I have about the very popular show Friends. I don't think Ross ever would have gotten Rachel or any of the women he was with in that series because he was such a dinosaur nerd, but that's a video for another day. But in this case, Chaos Theory kept it fairly realistic when Brooklyn didn't share the same feelings for Darius that he did her, but it did add another layer of conflict to an already pretty conflict-filled story. Him and Kenji weren't on speaking terms. Kenji blamed him for Brooklyn's supposed death. Now, they did recast the part because Jenna Ortega was most likely very busy filming Wednesday Season 2 and the new Beetlejuice movie, which is why they got a new voice actress to replay the part. And of course, this whole season we're led to believe that Brooklyn is dead, but of course, in the final closing shots of this season, we see that she is very much alive, working on Dark Jurassic, the dark web equivalent of the Jurassic universe, and she's just missing a limb, one of her hands, because as I suspected, she just lost an appendage during the Allosaur attack and was not actually consumed and killed. So now this sets up for a pretty cool and pretty interesting reunion between her and the rest of the Nublar Six, should we get a second season for this show. But this show was very well balanced with the whole espionage theme, the murder stuff happening, and the dinosaur attacks, Rex and the interesting character developments. Like, all the characters were way more developed and a lot more interesting than they were in Camp Cretaceous. Not to say that they weren't interesting in Camp Cretaceous. It's just nice to see how much they've all changed and grown since the events of that show. So overall, I very, very much enjoyed this show, especially the big season finale featuring the fiery return of Rexy, breaking out of her cage, roaring majestically with the fire shooting off behind her. That was awesome. All the other dinosaurs looked and sounded amazing too. So I'm very hopeful and very excited that this show should get another season to see what more they could possibly tell us. I have theories about who the big bad is, but for sake of potential spoilers, I won't go into theorizing just yet. But I just want to let you know how much I enjoyed this season overall, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well too. What did you guys think of this first season? Did you like it? Did you love it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Jurassic World Chaos Theory is now streaming its first season on Netflix. Have a good night, everyone, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.